Hello, Cancer. We're going to get some messages from that person on your mind and then kind of find out what's coming up next in this connection and get you some advice for this relationship. All right, Cancer. First, we have, will this ever change? All right, so this person's feeling like whatever the situation is between the two of you, that it's gotten kind of stuck. And they're wanting it to be different somehow. So let's kind of continue and see what comes up. I am blocked. Okay, well, that gives me some clarity. Oh, gracious. All right. So this person feels like you really have your walls up. Now, that might be for a really good reason. You really might have them legitimately just blocked. Like, you've blocked their number, you've blocked everything, and they can't get through. If that's the case, they're just really wishing you would open up the door to communication here. Or they just feel like you're not really open to them or this connection or this relationship. And they're hoping that they can get you to kind of see them in a new light. That could also possibly be with these cards. You were right. Okay, so you guys had some kind of discussion or some kind of interaction where they feel like you saw right through them. And I kind of wonder if they didn't react very well when that happened, and that led to you kind of shutting things down. All right. I can't do this right now. Well, gracious. Okay. So maybe this blocking thing is just projection then. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay. So will this ever change? They're hoping things can move forward between the two of you, but you were right, and you kind of trigger something inside of them. They're thinking you've blocked them, but in reality, they're the ones kind of blocking this relationship. They're blocking this connection. People don't believe in me, and that's why. All right, so they feel like they're just not the kind of person that can be in a relationship or is deserving of a relationship. I think they've been told a lot of their life, like, why, I don't see anyone really settling down with you. Maybe I feel like maybe this person kind of moves around a good bit. They're just in a profession that does that, or they're in kind of a gig profession, something like that, or they've got something kind of going on in their life it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot to deal with. Maybe they work in sports or something. But basically, they feel like a lot of people have told them, well, just a lot of people don't want that kind of life. Maybe it's military. Okay, yeah. I just feel like this is someone who moves around a good amount. I am scared of rejection. Okay, so they've kind of shut this down. I feel like more than you have, Cancer. And it's because of this. People have told them their whole lives that, relationships like yours wouldn't ever really work out. It's not really worth it. Maybe they're a child of divorce too. They saw their parents go through a similar kind of journey, and they're really just kind of scared that this is not going to work out, and that, you're not even interested anyway. What is the truth? But I feel like there's a big part of them that has a lot of hope for this relationship, for this connection, for who you are, and what can happen between the two of you, despite the naysayers in this person's life. Woo! If they haven't confessed how they feel yet, they're going to have to. These feelings are eating me alive. Wow. I felt that as soon as I saw it. Okay. So this person is like, man, I don't think I can hold on to this much longer. I think they haven't told you how they truly feel. I think that's what all this is about here. And you might have guessed how they were feeling. And they were like, yeah, you're right. They didn't want to admit it to themselves. They feel like, oh, I got too much going on. This is not something that could ever work. Yeah, all right. I'm feeling this person. All right. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. So I don't feel like this is as major and dramatic as this card sounds. I hate to say it that way. I'm getting the feeling more like they tried to ask you out and they messed it up somehow. Like, I'm not sure you guys ever got off the ground. All right. Oh, maybe you did. All right. I'm afraid to lose you. Well, I don't know. That could go either way. I'm still being told by Spirit, no, not necessarily. All right. I'm afraid to lose you. Yeah, they're afraid they've lost their chance. more than anything else. They're just kind of like, I screwed that up. All right, let's find out what's coming up next in this connection. Please tap into the energy of Cancer and their person. What is coming next in this connection? Wow, yeah. What did I say? You got a big confession coming your way. All right, with the moon reverse. This is all about secrets revealed. Now, Cancer could be a significant sign here. Like you're Cancer. I'm talking to Cancer. Maybe they are Cancer as well. I don't know. But the moon is a Cancer card. Some people read it as Pisces as well, in case Pisces is important to you. But basically, they are going to make a big reveal. These feelings are eating them alive is what we saw in the messages cards. And I feel like this person really can't hold back any longer. They really have to come forward and confess. I don't think Spirit's going to leave them alone until they do. And so, yeah, you're going to be getting a big old love confession here really soon. And wow, 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 wow. Okay, Two of Cups. That is soulmate energy. Okay, that is a true connection meant to be healing, meant to be like really divinely inspired. It's a true partnership, someone who is wanting to be equals with you and really kind of walk through life with you hand in hand. Okay, this is one of the most romantic cards, honestly, in tarot. And so they really are going to be coming forward with this love confession that they really want to be a true partnership with you. And I think you guys are going to perhaps sort of head that direction. The next two cards are huge, okay? We've got the Four of Wands, y'all. All right, this is twin flame energy, okay? Four of Wands has 1111 here, so that's why I say that. Also, it's the energy of marriage, celebration, solid foundations, solid commitments. All right, this is just joyfulness. I mean, it doesn't get terribly much better than this for romance in the cards. There's a card that's better, and you've got it here. Okay, so there's just a ton of potential in this connection here, and I really feel like after this love connection, you guys are going to kind of start dating. You're going to start acting like true partnerships. It's going to get kind of serious. And then, wow, 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 wow. 10 of Pentacles, y'all. All right, 10 of Pentacles is the card of legacy. All right, so in this version, we do have a kind of a woman and a man and children and a dog. And Rider-Waite-Smith, there's also like grandparents, right? This is about like generational legacy, building for the long term, building for the long run. So I really feel like this connection has a lot of long-term potential, and really Spirit is saying that this is gonna surprise you both. I feel like this person, with all their doubts and feeling like I can never really be in a relationship with like this. I mean, it's a lot of just unworthiness wounds and a lot of just issues from the past and sort of the just naysayers in their life. Really, they are ready for this strong kind of commitment, right? The commitment that can kind of stand the test of time. And I think that is really what we see here coming in the future, right? This is sort of this build from love confession to dating to getting more serious to real long-term commitment. Wow. All right, let's get some advice for you. This is looking very good though. All right, Spirit, what kind of advice do you have for Cancer in this connection? All right, Cancer, I think you're being told to be open and be ready. But the Four of Pentacles reverse, this is a card about relinquishing control, okay? Relinquishing your time, your energy, being very generous with that right now, okay? Being just very open to the universe and what the universe is bringing in for you at this point. All right, so Four of Pentacles, they're saying let your guard down. All right, let someone in, see how this goes, hear them out. Now, we do have some advice about staying logical about things, okay? This was a very romantic reading as far as like what's coming up for you. My goodness. Spirit saying don't lose your head though, all right? So there is a need to remain sort of logical here. This is air sign energy, so, you know, could be that Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra are significant to this connection. Doesn't have to be though. More than that, the Queen of Swords, she is someone who has loved and lost before, all right? And maybe that's true for you or true for this person. She's the widow of the deck. And so she knows how to communicate clearly and directly and kind of cut through the noise to get her point across. And I feel like that's a lot of the energy between these two cards. It's about really solid communication, being open and vulnerable with one another, really kind of setting up this foundation of just being truthful and honest and cutting through the nonsense, right? Make sure your communication is really on point with one another. I think as long as you guys are communicating really effectively, you're going to see some really beautiful forward momentum with this connection, flowering into possible long-term commitment like we saw. All right, the Hanged Man. Now, this is Pisces energy, and this isn't the first time this has come up. So maybe Pisces is significant to this connection. The Hanged Man is all about getting new perspective, right? I feel like this connection, this relationship is meant to open you both up to possibilities that neither of you ever considered before, right? I mentioned that I feel like this person must move around kind of at the top of this reading, and maybe you are someone that's never envisioned themselves leaving their certain area and now you're being opened up to, wow, if I get really serious about this person, I'm going to have to be okay with traveling. All right. And Spirit's saying, yeah, this is meant to kind of crack you open that way. It's meant to make you more open to situations or experiences that you weren't open to before. That gaining kind of a new perspective on life and what life can be and what the possibilities are. Now, also, Cancer, you're showing up in your own reading here in the Chariot. But the Chariot, of course, is about charging off bravely into a new direction. All right, so I really feel like Spirit's saying, don't be afraid, right? All of this is being brought in for your benefit. This is meant to be an eye-opening experience, an eye-opening relationship. It's meant to be one where you are feeling like you're really taking the reins of control in your life and able to drive off in exciting new directions. All right, Cancer, I hope this reading was helpful for you. If it was, please do like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It's a huge help to this channel's growth. And thank you so much for being here today.